been almost 2 years since I recorded a video. Last video was on Splatoon. This video is Scrap Mechanic. I've never posted a video on Scrap Mechanic. I played the game for a little while. I decided that I would share one of the creations that I have made. So this is the 4th vehicle in my MTP fleet. I have other vehicles in the MTP fleet. MTP just stands for Maintron Power, my username. And here it is. This is the Bruiser. This is a large 8x8 I built a couple of days ago, or yesterday or something, I don't remember. And it is just designed to be massive and push enemies around and get through like defenses or something, and just to be armored as heck. As with all of my vehicles that I build, I'm going to, once survival mode comes out, convert these to be able to work in survival, so add fuel tanks and beds and storage. This thing is basically a tank with no guns right now. It is very strong. So I guess, seeing as how there's nothing to do on the outside right now, except admire how freaking badass this thing looks, I guess we will go inside. The door is back here, and I love this door. This is awesome. This is a really, really fun door. Anyways, moving on from the door now, have a very bland interior that has nothing in it right now, because once survival comes out, I could, like, if I can find them, I could put beds in here or something for surviving, like when survival comes out. I have several creations that I would so love to use for a mobile base, and this one would work perfectly for a small mobile temporary base. Got the engines in here. When you want to access them, you just delete the step and you can mess with them. But I want that step back because I like to be able to walk up here. So I'm going to put that back now. Up here, we've got the cockpit. This seat does absolutely nothing. I just put a driver's seat on each side to be symmetrical. You could, if you felt like it, rewire everything over to this seat, but I don't feel like doing that. So that's it for the interior, I guess. Moving on to features, this thing drives amazingly. It has, first of all, that's the air brake. Alright, that's the wrong thing to do first, but anyways. It has lights that you can't actually see from inside because it's sloped and you're just, yeah. That was a poor design choice, but whatever. Drive this thing in third person. 3 is the horn, and this thing is absolutely freaking badass and loud. This thing is designed to be intimidating. 4 is the radio, which I'm going to leave off for now. And then 5 activates the door. So say if, like, I was running away from something or someone, and, like, say they shot a spud gun at it to board, I could then just shut it, because I can operate it from inside. Which is a handy little side thing. Anyways, starting to drive this thing. This thing uses 4 gas engines. All, I think, 3 from the top. So it's pretty heavy. It doesn't have any metal on it, but it's got loads of spaceship blocks on it. So it's got pretty good armor, and it's lighter than if I made it out of metal, and I believe it's got the same blast resistance. This thing is really fun to drive, and even though you can't see the lights when in first person, it is really fun to drive in first person. Adds a little bit of extra challenge. So I'm going to come over here, not hit the tree. Nice. Drive through here. And there's a... there's the ravine. This thing has a pretty good turning radius, I feel. Especially at lower speeds. Originally, I had rigged this thing up so that if I wanted, I could convert the rear wheels to also be steering, but adding the air brake system made it so that that couldn't work anymore, so this thing can only steer with the front wheels. Anyways, so say like you're blaring the horn, chasing something down cliff or something. I'm moving way too slow for this to be good, but you can activate the air brakes, kills your frames, and also kills all your speed. Also, if you're parked on a hill, let's say, like I am right now, you can activate the air brakes, and the air brakes will stop you from rolling so much. You will still slide a bit because of scrap mechanic physics, but you're not rolling. So it's a nice little feature that I enjoy having on this vehicle, because I like being able to stop a lot faster. It's just about the only vehicle I think I've made with air brakes. There was one thing that I made that was extremely glitchy, and I will never use, that had an air brake system, but I never used that vehicle, so it doesn't really matter. But it can cause it to stop pretty quickly, versus just holding S. There we go, don't get stuck. This thing sometimes, it's a little bit frustrating. It sometimes has a problem with getting stuck on that little bit right there. It used to be much worse because one of the previous versions, while I was still making this thing and developing it, had this massive steel bumper on it with spikes on it, and it got high-centered on everything before the front wheels even got to whatever it was. If I just hold S to slow down, it can take a moment, versus coming over here and pressing the air brakes slows down a good bit faster, I think. Anyways, this is the 4th vehicle I have made in my MTP fleet. I will make videos on the other ones, and I don't think I'm posting any of these to the workshop. I'm just showing these off because I really enjoy these vehicles, and I wanted to share them with people because I like sharing the things I make. And eventually, I might upload these to the workshop. I'm not sure. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes gets stuck right there. Thankfully, not as much as some other times. That just looks so menacing. Like, just seeing that charge you down or something. Like, that would be terrifying. I showed this to some friends of mine, and they said they would be absolutely terrified if this thing was chasing them down. And it gets stopped by a tree. Hopefully, when survival comes out, that tree will be destroyed and not the vehicle's momentum. Now I got a cool idea. We're in a very flat spot. Let's put some barrels down and plow through them. Ah, that's annoying. The only... Slightly annoying. I need to fix this later, but when getting in and out of the vehicle, you sometimes get stuck right there. I just need to make this go backwards a little bit, and that should fix it. Anyways, get out right here. That is just so cool to watch that open, but it can sometimes get really boring, so I might speed up the piston speed. Barrel, cardboard to make it easier. That might be enough width. I'll add a couple more. And now let's start making this thing taller. Think 3 is high enough? Nah, let's do 4 high. Oh, please don't fall. I do not want this to fall until the vehicle can smash through it. Oh no. Yeah, that's high enough. That's high enough. Yeah. That is so precarious. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Please don't fall. It's just so terrifying watching them shift when I'm so close to being done making this pile. Alright, done. Don't fall. That looks awesome. Might make them like blue or something, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be running them over. Anyways, get in. So satisfying to watch that. Get in. Climb through here. Let's back this up a bit. Maybe come in through that road right there. Lights make this look a lot cooler. Want even better? Okay, that's not even better. That's one problem. If you're moving backwards or upwards, or tilted upwards, you clip through the front windshield. Need to fix that. Get through right here, open this up. This thing's engine speed can go 1 higher. If I go to the max speed, the wheels get floppy. If on this speed, it can still work really nicely. And he's got the death horn going. Charge. Don't miss. Oh, that was satisfying. The frame lag for just a second before blasting through that. That was awesome. Yeah, death horn going, killing everything. This thing is going to be awesome to drive in survival. Farmbots will not stand a chance against this thing. Anyways, I guess that's it. Main turn power. I need to redo that because I lost what I was saying. Doing an outro is hard. Especially because I don't have one now. I really just enjoy driving this thing around a lot. This thing is just satisfying to drive and blast through objects like those barrel walls. Anyways, guess I gotta do an outro now. Or not, because that's a tree. God dang it, I need to start looking where I'm driving more instead of driving forward while looking in through the window. That just looks so cool, though, just seeing the little door from there. And another tree. I'm gonna hit every single tree in this world before I do my outro. Jeez. Anyways, yeah, I guess standard YouTuber stuff, like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. I'll upload a video whenever I feel like it, and I'll see you later. I seriously get high-centered again. No, I didn't. Good.